So there are people who are saying, okay, we've seen how the CEOs act. We see how these companies are acting. We see that they're over here firing people. They got low wages, firing people before the holiday season. Let's just go ahead and boycott. Okay, so I actually have a video that I do want to play first, and then we will talk about it after. Let's get into it.
This is your reminder from November 25th to December 2nd. We're taking the week off. It's the mass blackout, the people's sick day, whatever you want to call it. Just clock out. And if you can't take time off work, that's okay. Don't panic, just don't participate. Cancel a streaming service, skip online ordering completely. Unplug for a bit. Because this week isn't about quitting your job. It's about refusing to feed what's killing your peace. Things feel out of control right now, right? The world's loud, everything costs too much, and nobody feels safe or stable anymore. But that's not by accident. It's because we've been disconnected from each other, from purpose, from community, really. And when people don't have community, they reach for control. And this system feeds on that, right? Your panic, your fear, your exhaustion. So from November 25th to December 2nd, we're taking that control back. Not by fighting harder, but by stepping back together. We're a society of consumers. That's what they've turned us into. So now we're going to show them what happens when the consumers stop consuming. This isn't about rage. It's about reason. It's about giving them a good reason to sacrifice, to finally notice the people who make this country run. So if you can't strike, don't spend. If you can't take off, don't engage. That's the power. Your quiet refusal. Because from November 25th to December 2nd, the goal is simple. Rest. Disconnect from consumerism. That week won't be about breaking anything. It's about reminding them and us that we're the ones keeping this whole thing standing. We deserve rest. We deserve fairness. We deserve better than exhaustion dressed up as freedom. So yeah, November 25th. If you started early, good. If you can't stop working, that's okay. Just don't participate in their profits. Pull your energy back. Cancel what you can. Support small business. Because the truth is, they don't fear chaos. They fear unity. And this is us remembering what unity feels like. Y'all ready?
Okay, so I'm actually going to pause it right here and let's go ahead and just look at this. It says blackout cheat sheet goal: starve national corporations of revenue, feed your family. Every dollar is your vote. Do buy necessities only from small local black or brown owned businesses first. Cook at home, use what you already have. Shop farmers markets, co-ops, corner stores, and independent pharmacies. Support local services, barbers, nail techs, mechanics, bakers, bookstores. Buy secondhand, repair and reuse, share and swap. Use transit, walk, bike, or in carpool. Spend time in nature. Declutter, gift, or sell unused items. Donate to mutual aid and local nonprofits. Bank with the community bank or credit union. Unsubscribe from retail emails and push alerts. Track your impact. Keep local receipts. Skip impulse buys. Tell a friend. Community over convenience. Do the work. I agree that yes, people should, if you want to partake in it, I say definitely partake in it. My main thing is the time for it. This is not that much time. It's only November 25th. Let me go and pull up the calendar to the second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 8 days is really what it is. So it's not even that long. And so this is what I was thinking about. And I actually looked it up yesterday, about the whole Montgomery bus boycott. And when you looked at that, you saw that it lasted for over 380 days. I think it was like 383 or 382, something like that. But real change, and this is not to discredit this, I'm just saying, real change happens when it affects them on a longer term. Okay, so if we're just doing something for a week, it doesn't help if you're saying, okay, let's boycott them for a week. And then after that week, you went and bought everything that you were planning on essentially buying before. You now got that subscription back. You said, okay, I'll just not buy, I don't know, that perfume bottle this week. I'll just buy it next week. That doesn't really work. I feel like this is something that should happen for at least up until April. I think that's a accurate amount of time. I think that's a pretty good amount of time. You could do December, January, February, March, April. You could do it through May. I think that will really put a dent in their pockets. But a week, because here's also another thing. You're going to have people who are like, okay, that's great. Okay, no Black Friday for that. Okay, whatever. I'll just go ahead because that's what they're banking on is Black Friday deals. Okay, well, no Black Friday. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and do some of these other sales that's going on. So that's the thing. And I just feel like it needs to be for a longer duration. We can't just be like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, okay. And then it's like, okay, it goes really back business as usual. So that's the thing for me. But I do like that. I do think it's cute, shop smaller businesses and, just help out the local people. But yeah, you go to a farmer's market, but get the necessities. Get the, if you need um toilet tissue, paper towels, certain food, but we're not getting lobsters, scallops, scrimps, crab legs. Okay, we're not getting that. All right, mussels, octopi. We're not getting that. All right, we'll go ahead and get, if you needed that chicken or whatever, but we don't need two turkeys. We're not going to do a whole Thanksgiving meal. Okay. Now you have some people that say, well, I'm going to keep doing it. Then you keep doing it. This ain't for you, clearly. But with everything else, it's like, yeah, let's cut back, but let's make it make sense of how you're going to cut it back. Okay. I get go to local mechanics instead of the big dealerships. I get stuff like that. But the big hitters are usually food and toiletries, typically. So if you're going to go ahead and do that, don't say, oh, it's a necessity. I got to go to that Walmart. You may have to go to, I don't know, a Costco or something like that. Pretty much the same thing, as the Sam's Club is. So you may have to be like, okay, I'll just go ahead and go to the Costco. So that's the thing. It's like we have to really look at things. We have to look at how this could really put a dent into their pockets, because we see way too many companies that have gotten comfortable with saying, no, vacation, you don't need it. Okay, well, can I get a livable wage? And then they just keep going. It's like, whatever, but that's the thing. Like she said, this is a country of consumer. This is consumerism at its finest. Now, let's go ahead and look at this other video. This one's about a guy. He's saying a certain product not to purchase anything of. Let's look at it.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but whoever goes to Costco, just take a look at this. Do not buy. And if I need to tell you why, it's because the person who made this is yours truly, Gal Greenstein.
Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stones.
Yep, the amazing actor that we all love so much. Yeah, if you don't know too much about Gal Greenstein, she's not only an amazing actor, right? She participated in the cleaning up of Palestine. Just to let you guys know. And it's funny because when we called her out on it, she doubled and tripled down on it. She don't even care. So just keep your boycotts up. Keep calling these IOF soldiers out on their crimes and their complicity, and don't give them $1. Because the more we keep funding them and the more we're not aware of what we're funding, the more complicit we actually are. And the more it's going to struggle for Palestinians to actually be free.
Yeah, so that also goes into it. You could say, hey, it goes into certain locations that you go to, and it also goes into certain things that you go and buy, certain products as well. Because why are we spending all this money? You know what I mean? If they don't support what we want. But let's go ahead and look at this where it says we ain't buying it. Your wallet, your power. Hold your money. No Target, no Home Depot, and no Amazon due to their support of harmful policies. Delete shopping apps. donate to mutual aids, support small businesses. Okay. But that's also the thing, you know, it's just to make sure that, you know, we're not like, these are the heavy hitters. Let's try not to support as much. Okay. I know I love my Amazon. Okay. I'm not a huge Home Depot person, but I know I like my Amazon and my Target, but you know, it is getting to a point where it's like, okay, we gotta we gotta step it up a little bit more, especially what's going on. The deleting the shopping apps is actually a good thing, because I think I do have a Walmart app on my, yeah, I got a Walmart app on my phone. I don't use it, but yeah, you know, that's pretty much what I wanted to say in regards to this. Let me know what you all think about this down below.